the world or sections of the Western world will certainly say that India is being illiberal, being undemocratic. General Katoch, last thoughts.
Barkha, one thing I want to make very clear. Over the last 10 years, and I meet with foreign nationals on a very regular basis, the image of India has never been higher abroad. Please go and visit all the NRIs, visit the Indians who are living in Singapore, in the States, or anywhere else. The way India is looked at today by foreign countries is different to what they were looked at 10 years ago. Let there be no doubts about that. In foreign policy, I think this government has achieved the best of all. Now, Mr. Jha will say, okay, this job belongs to the right-wing India Foundation and all that. He's entitled to his views because as part of India Foundation, we respect the views of others. I take part in debates with all of them. The problem really today is that the left are ideological dictators. They are not prepared to listen to anybody or any opinion other than their own. And the day they change, India will change. India's got a very high pedestal today. And I think that is going to remain, and that is due to what has happened in the last 10 years. Barkha.
Okay, Mohan, before I give Arnab the closing comment, if you wanted to, I could see you wanting to come in.
Barkha, the issue is very simple. Should India allow a person who questions the territorial integrity of India, being a person of Indian origin, has a history of writing against India for a long number of years, parrots the Pakistani ISI line, hobnob with all these terrorist organizations outside India, denies the Pandit Holocaust and genocide which happened in Kashmir, despite being a Pandit? Should you allow it to come to a state where we are talking about protecting the constitution? I think that's the fundamental question. Government of India did right. Now, they could be ham-handed. They should have told us what is the reason, etc. They didn't do it. Yes, must point fingers at them and tell them, when you send people back, please give an explanation so the world understands why you're doing what you're doing. That's the right thing. But, not allowing her in was the right decision.
Okay, Sanjay Jha, one sentence that Arnab has the closing word. I really have to close. Sanjay Jha. Yes. I can't hear Sanjay Jha. Can we unmute him? Yeah, go ahead.
Neither the general nor Mohan Das Pai answered my simple statement. The BJP as a political party has become a master at branding people who oppose them. So a police officer of the Indian Police Service is insulted in Kolkata because he's a Sikh. He's called a Khalistani terrorist. That is the shame that BJP brings to our country.
Barkha, let me answer that.
Fake narrative. Adendru Adhikari has given a call that, you show me the evidence. Otherwise,
yes.
File a defamation suit. You show the evidence. There's no evidence. You go and listen to all the.
This is Sanjay Jha. He talks without evidence.
No evidence at all.
Okay, this is the claim made by the police officer. You're denying it. Let's.
Barkha, 5 seconds. I again urge Sanjay Jha to talk to his good friend Mamata Banerjee and ask her where Shah Jahan Sheikh is. What is West Bengal police doing for 50 days? Sanjay Jha, are you also shielding him? Are you aware of his whereabouts and not telling the government of India where he is? Are you with Mamata Banerjee and hiding him? Please come out and tell. The public wants to know. People of country want to know.
Okay, all right. I think it's quite clear that Sheikh Shah Jahan is not sitting just off camera next to Sanjay Jha. So let's move on and get the closing word from Arnab Ray. I think there's an interesting point raised actually by Asad that both parties seem to have blundered, and we have to separate the politics from the appropriateness or the proportion of the response. Right? That's the point. And I think somebody made the point here. I think you made the point, Arnab, that her career has been made. Nobody would have, now she would say that her career was already made. She didn't need this. But the point is today we are talking about her, right? And if she hadn't been deported, perhaps very little attention would have been paid to her opinions, as offensive as they might be to many, many Indians. Last word to you.
Yes, so this is all about the Streisand effect. But there's just one final thing that I just wanted to say. There's a huge distinction between what Kamala Harris and Joe Biden says and what she says. First of all, they've never doubted the territorial integrity of India. And there's a larger point. If we engage with such people, we engage with them as part of their positions. So if Nitasha Kaul tomorrow comes back as the Prime Minister of UK, we would have to engage with her. But here we're talking about her as a private citizen, and we have the exact right to do what we did. There's a vital difference. That's the closing.